Hello, everyone, and welcome to RightOn, the game show about fun facts that everyone can play. And my name is Frank. I'm a junior at Everest and a member of the BGCP media team. I'm excited to be your host this evening. Okay, we've got three superstar staff members of the BGCP team ready to battle it out in a friendly game of RightOn. Let's give a quick shout out to everyone. First, we got the cheerful Miss Chillin.
Hello.
Next, we have the marvelous Mike Jones.
Who? Act like you don't know, kid.
And last but certainly not least, the radiant Ruby.
About to get the dub right here.
Before we start today's game, our announcer has created a quick video to remind everyone about how our game works. Let's take a look. As a reminder for our viewers, before the show, each of our contestants were given the same questions. They figured out the correct answers and then were challenged to come up with trick answers. Those trick answers were then combined randomly with the correct answers to create voting slides. Your job as an audience is to try to pick the correct answer and not be fooled by our contestants' trick answers. The more a contestant's answers trick the audience, the more points they get. For everyone at home, if you haven't already logged into our voting platform, please do so now with the code at the bottom of your screen. You know, this announcer sounds very familiar. Alright, cool. Let's get the show on the road. As usual, we got 5 rounds with 1 question in each. Okay, let's play right on. Here's our first question. In 2005, Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame member Ashanti Douglas starred in the Muppets version of which movie? Is it A, The Wizard of Id, B, The Wizard of Oz, C, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, or D, The Muppets Take Manhattan? Well, we give everyone at home 30 seconds to vote. We're going to play a quick bonus game. The contestants will try to guess what percent of the audience will guess the correct answer. The contestants who guess the closest number will get a bonus of 20 points. Okay, audience, we'll start the 30-second countdown. And contestants, you can start tossing out your guesses as soon as I say go. Okay, everyone, ready, set, go.
10%.
32.
I heard Mike Jones say 10%. Chillin'.
50%.
15.
Mine's
And
32.
Ruby?
32, Frank.
Okay. Great.
50.
50. I heard Chillin' was 50%. Okay.
32 for Magic Johnson. That's why. That's the magic number.
Interesting. Interesting choice of
10, because my daughter wears number 10.
Okay, everyone, time's up now, and our slides and leaderboard team, that's Alexis, Kevin, Lawrence, Mia, and Ron, are going to start working their magic. While we wait for the results to come in, let's get to know more about each of our contestants. As you know, Right On is a game show about fun facts, and I'd love to hear a couple of fun facts about you. Let's start with Miss Chillin'. Could you please tell us or share a couple of fun facts about yourself?
I be that poet. I be that hot chocolate cheesy ass Chi-Town sister that flows it.
Very cool. Welcome to the show. Now let's go to Mike Jones, the Maytag man of reliability. How's it going this evening? And please tell us a couple of fun facts about yourself too.
Well, I'll be that poet part 2. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't flow as Chillin' flow, but you know, I'm on the go. You heard me?
Great to have you on the show, Mike. And we haven't forgotten about you, Ruby. Please tell us a couple of fun facts about yourself too.
I'm not a poet, but I'm from the islands, the beautiful sunny side beaches of the most gorgeous coast in the world. But I'm also a Tasmanian devil, so don't let that piece come out.
Nice. Thanks so much, Ruby. Mike and Ruby, you're pretty adventurous people, I've heard. What are one of the next adventures you'd like to go on here in the U.S.?
I'm going to Ohio when I get a chance so I can go on the tallest roller coaster in the country. Tallest and fastest.
I would like to go to Seattle just to explore.
Interesting. Very interesting. And Miss Chillin', I'd really like to visit New York someday. And I understand if you performed at Madison Square Garden. Wow, that must have been awesome. What did you perform and how did you manage to keep your cool on such a large stage?
It was very difficult. In 2004, I performed at Madison Square Garden. I performed a poetry piece at the McDonald's Gospel Fest. It was the largest audience I've ever performed in front of.
Great. Okay, it looks like the audience's votes are in. Let's see how everyone voted.
Oh, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous.
At last place, we got B, The Wizard of Oz, with 25%. In third, we have The Muppets Take Manhattan at 25%. At second, we have C, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, at 25%. And A, The Wizard of Id, at 25% also. The correct answer for this question is B, The Wizard of Oz. Quick fun fact, the original movie was based off a novel by L. Frank Baum titled The Wizard of Wonderful Oz, which was trick answer C. The original Wizard of Oz movie was produced in 1939. Talk about standing the test of time. And looks like we have the Wizard of Id, Chillin, got 25 points. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Ruby also got 25 points. And the Muppets Take Manhattan, Mike also got 25 points off of that.
Okay, I can roll with that. Nice.
Okay, let's now take a look at the leaderboard. And it looks like Ruby is now in first place with 45 points. And second, we have Mike Jones with 25 points. And Chillin is tied with Mike Jones at 25 points also.
It's time to strategize.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now let's go to the Wizard of going from the Wizard of Oz to another movie. Here's question 2. In the Harry Potter series, what number would you get if you multiply the number of the platforms where students board the Hogwarts Express by the number of houses in Hogwarts? Is it A, 9 3/4, B, 27, C, 39, or D, 117/2? I'm going to give our viewers another 30 seconds to vote. This is a good time to grab your pen and paper. Good luck, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. So question 2 was about Harry Potter, and some people describe Hogwarts as a place where dreams come true, just like the Boys and Girls Club. I'd love to hear from each of you about what are some of your favorite parts of working at the BGCP. To start off, may I ask you, Ruby, to share first?
Sure. I love working at Boys and Girls Clubs of the Peninsula because it's an opportunity to expose kids to new adventures, and I love to see their faces light up when they do something for the first time.
Awesome. I'd love to hear from you too, Mike Jones. What would you say are some of your favorite parts of working at the BGCP?
I love when the kids walk in the door and give us one of the biggest smiles, like I am home. Love to see that atmosphere and that love from the kids.
Thanks for sharing, Mike. And how about you, Miss Chillin?
I love the Youth of the Year. Every year we celebrate a group of youth that have excelled academically, socially, and it's just so amazing. So I love the Youth of the Year season, the whole event, and I look forward to it every year.
Thanks, everyone. So Hogwarts, from our question, is obviously a fictional place, and I'm curious to hear if you could teleport to any real place in the world, where would you go and why? Let's start with Miss Chillin.
If I could teleport any place in the world, hands down, it's going to have to be the Serengeti in East Africa so I can feed the zebras and the giraffes.
And what about you, Mike?
I want to go to Egypt. I want to travel to Nile.
Nice. And Ruby, where would you like to visit?
I want to go to Greece. It's just so beautiful in its pictures. It just looks so peaceful and serene. I want to go to where beauty lies.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, I've just been informed that the votes for question 2 are now in. Let's take a look. On number 4, B with 27 got 9%. At third, we have C with 39 at 18%. At D, we have 117 over 2 with 27%. And A with 9 and 3/4 at 45%. And the correct answer was option C, 39. Viewers at home, you might have converted 9 and 3/4 to its equivalent in proper fraction of 39 over 4, and then multiplied it by 4 by the houses in the Hogwarts to get 39. Cool. And the correct answer, of course, is C, 39 with 18%. As you can see, we have Mike, who got 45 points, Ruby, who got 27 points, and Chillin with only 9 points. And based off these voting results, and let's see, now we have Mike. It looks like your trick answer got the most votes in this round. Let's check out the short video on how you came up with it.
Hello everyone, if you're seeing this video, then I tricked you. To get the correct answer, you take 9 3/4 and multiply it by 4 houses in Hogwarts. That gives you the correct answer of 39. I thought that you might not read the second part of the question and go with the answer of 9 3/4, which is the platform that Harry and friends join the train.
Such an interesting explanation, Mike. Thank you. Okay, our round 2 leaderboard is now up. Let's take a look. And then first, we have Ruby now with 72 points. And in second place, we have Mike with 70 and Chillin with 34. Okay, now let's shift gears and get ready for question 3.
Trying to gear up. I still have time here.
Question 3. In 1974, the Arcevo message containing basic information about humanity was sent to the M13 star cluster. In that message, what does a box beneath the arrow represent? A, the number 3, B, a yellow square, C, the planet Earth, or D, Halley's Comet? All right, everyone at home, for anyone who's done already, after you've picked what you think is the correct answer, I'd love to hear which of our contestants' trick answers you think will be the trickiest. Let us know in the chat. Okay, audience, we'll see you in a bit. And contestants, please have your phones ready. Your 30 seconds start now. All right, audience, the voting for question 3 has now closed. And in just a few moments, we'll see if you managed to not get tricked by our contestants' trick answers. So question 3 is a special one. It's a right-on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of these 3 trick answers they think will be the trickiest. You can wager up to the total number of points you've gotten so far. And if you guess correctly, your score will go up by that number of points. You can wager up to, but be careful, if you guess incorrectly, your score will go down by the same amount. While everyone at home was voting, our contestants locked in which trick answer they selected, as well as a bet. Now let's see everyone's decided, starting with Miss Chillin. Which trick answer did you decide to go with, and how many points did you wager, Miss Chillin?
I decided to go with Halley's Comet, which I believe is letter number D, and I bet 33 points.
Interesting. And what made you so sure about this answer?
Even though it wasn't my answer, it just triggered something in my brain and things got to churning and it just made sense. So have to go with my gut. So I went with number D.
Great. Now let's go to Mike.
I went with D. I went D, Halley's Comet, for 30 points because in the question it talk about clusters. So I thought about, the comet, clusters, Halley comets is a comet thing. Boom. That's That's the right answer. That's the right answer. I know it is.
And last but not least, how about you, Ruby?
Mine's going to make the most sense because if you look at the chart itself, it's got a whole cube there, right? But then it starts to have singular dots. And I picked A for number 3 because the arrow is pointing at the third one from the entire sequence.
Ah, okay.
Wait, how much did she wager? I want to hear this.
I wagered 20 points.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right. Our leaderboard team is all set. Let's see how the voting results look now. At fourth, we have B, a yellow square with no answers. We have D, Halley's Comet at 9%. We have C, the planet Earth with 36%. And at the top, we have A, number 3, at 55%. So the fourth most popular answer for this round was B. In third slot, we've got D. In second place, we have 36 of the audience picked C, and the most popular answer of this round was A with 55%. And it turns out that the planet Earth, option C, is a correct answer. The image on the left is made up of 9 smaller squares and is supposed to represent the sun. Ha! I hope the aliens, if they do get our message, are smart enough to figure out what we sent them. And let's see. Ruby got 55 points, Mike got 9 points, and Chillin got no points.
But Frank, do I get an additional 20 because I wagered that?
No.
I said Frank, not Mike Johnson.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and now let's take a look at our leaderboard. Note that these scores include the results of everyone's wagers for the right-on target questions in this round. And it looks like Ruby was correct. She did gain 20 points and now has 147 points.
Way to go, Ruby Bomb.
So after 3 rounds, we've got Chillin in third place, Mike in second, and Ruby in the lead with 147 points now. Now it's time for question 4, where we've gone from outer space to something more down to earth. Sophia can run a mile in 8 minutes, while Kai can run one in 10 minutes. If Kai can start running 5 minutes before Sophia, how long would it take Sophia to catch up after she starts running? Assume that both runners hold a constant pace. A, 5 minutes, B, 9 minutes, C, 20 minutes, or D, 20 minutes and 36 seconds. Okay, viewers at home, you will again have 30 seconds to vote. Be sure to get your pens and paper. All right, good luck, everyone. Those 30 seconds really flew by. Voting on question 4 has closed, and I'm curious to see how everyone voted. While we wait for the results to be calculated, let's take a look at a quick explanation by a video created by a member of our livestream team, Rom.
Hey everyone, to figure out how long Sophia will take to catch up to Kai, we first need to figure out both of their speeds. Let's start with Sophia. We know that she can run 1 mile in 8 minutes, so her speed per minute would be 1 mile divided by 8 minutes, which equals 0.125 miles per minute. Using the same process for Kai, 1 mile divided by 10 minutes gives us a speed of 0.1 miles per minute. Now we have all of our information in place. We know that the distance someone runs is equal to how fast they are running multiplied by the amount of time they are running. This is also known as the formula D equals RT. Let's set up an equation for Kai. He runs at 0.1 miles per minute for an unknown number of minutes t. Sophia starts running 5 minutes after Kai, so she runs for 5 fewer minutes. Therefore, we can represent the time she runs using the expression t minus 5. We multiply this by 0.125 miles per minute to get her distance. Now, when Sophia catches up to Kai, they both would have traveled the same amount of distance. So we can set Sophia's distance, 0.125 times t minus 5, equal to Kai's distance, 0.1 times t. We distribute the 0.125 and then subtract 0.125t from both sides to move all of our t terms to the right. Next, to isolate t, we divide both sides by negative 0.625, getting a quotient of 25 minutes. Remember that t is the number of minutes that Kai runs, and Sophia starts running 5 minutes after, so her time is t minus 5. Therefore, we can say that it will take Sophia 20 minutes to catch up. And now we're at the finish line. Great job, everyone!
Thank you, Rom. And now you see how you too can get to the finish line of that problem. And speaking of finish line, we're already down to the final home stretch of today's game. The results for question 4 are in. Let's go and take a look. And last, we have 5 minutes with no percent. At third, we have 20 points with 23 points. We have second, 9 minutes with 31%, and D, 20 minutes and 36 seconds at 46%. As you might recall, our contestants had to first find the correct answer before creating their trick answers, which sometimes are ones they thought were right before figuring out the actual correct ones. Now let's see how everyone's trick answers did. And let's see, Chillin has 46 points from this round, Ruby got 31 points, and Mike got no points. Nice trick answer, Chillin. It looks like yours got the most votes in this round. Let's see a quick video about how you came up with it.
Hello everyone, Chillin is back on the mic again. For this question, it's a simple math problem in which we use distance equals rate times time. When you plug in the numbers, you get that Kai runs for 25 minutes, so therefore it takes Sophia 20 minutes to catch up, making 20 minutes the correct answer. I thought that you might think that 20 minutes was too perfect of a number, so I thought I would throw some seconds in there as well. This is how I came up with the 20 minutes and 36 seconds. Boom.
Nice job, Chillin. Now let's check back on the leaderboards and see where we're all at. After 4 rounds, I see that Ruby is in the lead, but a lot could still change. And our 5th and final question is also a right-on target question. And just like in question 3, you can wager up to all your points. So a few weeks ago, you might have heard about a large ship that almost as long as the Empire State Building is tall. It got stuck in the Suez Canal for several days, but has finally dislodged. Let's find out a bit more in question 5. On the boundary between Africa and Asia, the Suez Canal is a 120-mile human-made waterway that connects which 2 seas? Is it A, the Mediterranean and red, B, Caspian and red, C, black and Mediterranean, or D, Arabian and Mediterranean? Okay, viewers, you've got to a routine down. I'm going to give you all 30 seconds as usual. And contestants, remember, you have your phones ready. See you in half a minute and good luck. Hey again, everyone. Time is up. Question 5, our final question, is also a right-on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of the 3 trick answers they think will get the most votes. Okay, Miss Chillin, Mike, and Ruby, let's see how you all wagered. This time starting with Miss Chillin, who's currently in 3rd place, but not far behind. What answer did you go with, and how much did you choose to wager?
This world is about strategy. I went with C, but I wagered 0 points because I'm determined at least to come in 2nd place.
Looks like you're playing pretty safe here. This might mean you have thought a lot of the answers that were possible. Aside from the trick answer you went with, is there another trick answer that you think is pretty possible too?
I guess so, yeah.
Great. Now let's move on to Mike.
All right. So look, I'm gonna be the gambling man today. I'm gonna throw it all in. 49. Go for the gusto. Why not? Okay? Because maybe Ruby did the same strategy. And I went with C. Black and Mediterranean. Let's roll. Okay, let's go. Boom. I have faith.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Looks like you're really betting it all in. Okay, and how about you, Ruby? You were in the lead coming into this final round.
I thought about going big or go home, but I'm just going to go big and stay big. So I'm going to wager 50 points because I'm going to come out on top anyway, regardless. And I'm going to go with my answer being B, the Caspian and the Red Sea, because there's too many Mediterranean as other options, and the Black and Arabian is just a little obvious out there in the Middle East. So I'm going to go different with my answer being B for Caspian and Red Sea.
So I see that you placed your bet pretty high. Go big or go home, eh?
No, I'm just going big. I'm already home.
Nah. Okay, great. We have our contestants' decisions locked in. It looks like we're ready. All right, our super scoring team has just let me know that the voice results are in, and let's take a look now. At the lowest, we have Mediterranean and Red with 0%. We have B, Caspian and Red with 9 points, or 9%. And C, Black and Mediterranean at 27%. At the top, we have D, Arabian and Mediterranean with 64%. And the correct answer for this round is option A, the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. And it looks like Chillin got the most points with 64, Mike with 27, and Ruby with 9 points. And remember, the trickiest answer for this round was D, which was Chillin's answer. And now let's take a look at the results of everyone's right on target wagers. You thought C would be the trickiest for Miss Chillin, but wagered 0 points. You guessed incorrectly, but your score goes down by 0 points. Mike, you thought C would be the trickiest and wagered 49 points. You guessed incorrectly, and your score goes down by 49 points. And Ruby, you thought B would be the trickiest and wagered 50 points. You guessed incorrectly, and your score goes down by 50 points too. Wow, we really had a lot of great questions and answers today. Some of the trick answers are ones that our contestants may have thought were correct, but they figure out the right one. So remember, not knowing is not failure. It's often the first step in an understanding. Okay, drum roll please. Let's take a look at our final results for today's show. In third place, we have a total of 27 points. We have Mike Jones. Next, with a total of 111 points, we have Chillin in second place. And that means with 137 points, our top scorer for today is none other than Ruby. Congratulations. You are today's winner of RightOn. For being such awesome contestants. You both win a $25 gift card to buy snacks and supplies of your choice, which is Mike and Chillin. And now, I'd like to announce our surprise prize for the winner of today, Ruby.
I get wires tickets?
We talked a lot about teleporting before and during our show today, and it turns out that you might not need a teleporter. One of our supporters has donated freaking flyer miles and will be sending you on a trip to anywhere you like to go in the lower 48 states. Yep, you heard that right. That's a right round trip.
Yeah, we're going, Ruby.
Choice. Congratulations again,
we're going.
And great job, everyone.
Atlantic City, here we come.
Here we go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's so cool. This was fun,
Ruby.
Frank. Thank you.
Good job, Ruby.
You did a great job.
All of today's questions can be found in the video description. We've also included some extra fun facts and resources for you. Definitely check them out. As usual, our next show will be 2 weeks from now on May 7th. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and set a reminder. This is your host, Frank, signing off for now. And on behalf of our contestants and everyone at RightOn team, have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.